It'll get more active right now.
And again, Harrison trying to keep him at range.
Tony as well got a sneaky right hand, so I'm just waiting on him to throw it.
Harrison likes to take a step back and throw that counter right.
You know, Stu has a really good uppercut when he gets in the inside. Again, still early second round. He's trying to find his way in, but definitely Harrison making it difficult with that jab.
It was a left hook. Harrison blocked it, though, with the right hand.
Harrison not using a lot of lateral movement because he doesn't need to.
Yeah, you're right. Not in this round, Stu's not pressing it enough. He's keeping a little gap just enough for Harrison to feel comfortable in that distance.
Jamel, have you seen anything, Tony Harrison, that you haven't seen in those two fights that you fought him?
Well, I know I usually see Tony moving his legs and, moving around the ring, but, as I see, this is a smaller ring, so, he's doing good by not moving so much, but he do need to start picking it up so he can land that right hand that he throws.
There's a right hand that's landed by Tszyu. Here's that right hand by Harrison.
But there was that uppercut too from Tszyu. He's got a sneaky one.
Yeah, one of his favorite punches, Abner.
Yeah. So maybe perhaps, Harrison doesn't want to commit with that right hand because he knows that uppercut is coming also. Smart fight, talented fighters. IQ is there.
For sure, he needs to make sure that Tszyu stays off balance, and right now he's not doing that. So he's getting caught with different punches, and that uppercut.
Right uppercut by Tszyu.
And you see Harrison holding for the first time. He's generally not a fighter who does a lot of holding, but he doesn't want to be on the inside with Tszyu. And by not being on the inside, he's not very vulnerable to body punches. There haven't been any body punches from Tszyu yet.
You take a look at power punches here from Showstats.
Yeah, Harrison's effective punches have been jabs, so you don't see them listed on the power punches.
Here comes Tszyu. The volume is there now. Putting 2-3 punches together.
Jab, left hook by Tszyu.
A lot better round in round 2 for Tim Tszyu.
Here's the final seconds of round 2, and Harrison throws a 3-punch combination. Well, you said that you thought Tim Tszyu would pick up the pressure, and it seemed like he did. Picked up the pace, at least in round 2. This is round 3, scheduled for 12.
Yeah, and Jamel has a good point there because Harrison is pulling straight back. He's not using the lateral movements, making it more difficult for Tszyu, to get in. And there he goes, 2 steps back. This ring is really small. And where do you find yourselves? Back in the ropes.
Right. Derek James say, step over.
Here's a right over the top by Tszyu.
And Tony's jab starting to mark his face up.
There's a double right hand by Tim Tszyu. You look at the jabs, that's what Tony Harrison, his staple.
36% of his jabs landing. That's a very high percentage. It's been Harrison's jab against Tszyu's right hand.
And you know how you take that jab away is by throwing your own jab. Tszyu having a little bit more, success with his own jab, and even better following it up with the right hand and then the 3-piece.
Tony, again, pops Tszyu back with the jab. A double jab by Harrison.
Nice. Again, keep doing that, but jab to the body also.
Well, in terms of ring geography, there's no doubt this fight is being fought at the exact distance Harrison wants. If he's effective enough to win the rounds, that's the second question.
And he's doing what you said, Steve, that he wanted to keep the fight in the center of the ring. We're seeing a lot more in this round.
Yeah, no.
There's a right hand. That one rocked Harrison back to the ropes. Under a minute left here in round 3. Biggest punch of the fight so far comes from...
It's a good chance for him to go to the body. He's not really taking it.
Yeah, and he's a great body snatcher, TSZYU.
That left uppercut just missed. Here's the other right again. A right hand by Zhu. And another right hand. And a left hook. Big round for TSZYU. What do you want to do? We dogs.
Officially, but he certainly had Harrison hurt, and he wasn't in a rush to finish him. There was plenty of time left in the round when he hurt him with that right hand. You see Harrison going sideways.
That was a beautiful overhand right. TSZYU connected, but one thing that you pointed out, he's not going to the body as much, perhaps because he's...
Yo, what is going on? Aussie. The Australians did it. I told everybody exactly what was going to happen. I predicted this fight to the T. The same thing you saw is the same thing that I've been saying for the whole last few times. If you look at my lives and you saw what Rapstar said about this fight, I said the same exact thing. Yet that Harrison's got a good jab. Harrison's going to look good early on. Harrison's going to make it tricky, but wait till the power punch lands. Because Harrison don't have the power for the respect, to get the respect out of TSZYU. And TSZYU's going to keep walking and keep walking forward until he gets the job done. And he did it. I told you it's going to be in the 9th round. If you listen to me, you will have won a lot of money. You're going to win a lot of money if you listen to Rapstar. I told everybody that TSZYU is going to stop Tony Harrison in the 9th round. How can I predict it even any better? How can I even give you the round like Muhammad Ali used to give you the rounds? Because I knew it. I had a feeling after the 7th or the 8th, Tony Harrison is going to get tired. And you could have won that Rapstar money like Rapstar did. But it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, Tony Harrison did good early on. Tony Harrison looked tricky with that jab, but he just didn't have the power. Even when he landed on the Australian, TSZYU had a granite chin. He was strong, and he could take anything that Tony could bring. And once he started landing his power punches, Tony was hesitant, but he had to keep moving around. Tony was constantly on his feet until he got tired. And that was always what was going to happen. And you saw the punches that TSZYU started landing on Tony Harrison. In the 9th round, I counted 13 punches unanswered for. Out of that were 3 uppercuts. Tony Harrison could not defend himself anymore. He took 13 punches. Now, should have that fight had been stopped earlier, Tony Harrison was going to get knocked the fuck out anyway. But should that fight had been stopped earlier is the question. Should they have stopped that fight earlier on? Should they have thrown the towel? Well, put it this way. Tony got up. But Tony was finished when he got up. Because if he had stayed on his feet any longer, Tony Harrison would have got put to sleep. The American would have got put to sleep in Australia. It just is what it is. The American would have got put to sleep in Australia, man. So look, hey, it was a good fight. But look, Tony Harrison took so many punches without answering. 13 punches in a row, man. You know what I'm saying? So Tony was gone. He was finished. He was coming to the end. But now the big question is, is that everybody been saying, oh, Rapstar, TSZYU ain't that guy yet. He hasn't fought anyone yet. TSZYU ain't ready for CHARLO. Well, let's put it this way. TSZYU's ready for all the smoke. Fuck everybody now. Costa Zeu's son is ready. Give the man his shot now. Jamel Charlo, he better be ready for that smoke, because now Tim Tszyu is a valid opponent who can go in America and possibly become undisputed. Now we know that Tim Tszyu is a worthy challenger for the belts. But we know that Jamel Charlo, he's a different fighter. And that fight's going to be a different fight. It's going to unfold in a whole different way. But what we know that is this is going to be real smoke. Tim Tszyu ain't just going there for no paycheck. He's going there for becoming a champion. He believes in himself deep down inside that he can do it. So look, at the end of the day, Charlo's coming out of an injury. He's getting older. Charlo's getting older now. You know, he's coming out of an injury. He stayed at the weight class for so long now. And now you got a young, hungry guy coming out of Australia that you can't even deny him coming for those belts. So let's see how that goes. But yo, it was what it was. Right? And I even told Johnny Thunder, which is from Australia, if you look at yesterday's live, I predicted exactly how this fight was going to go. I told Johnny Thunder, the casual, he said Tony Harrison is going to win. He said Tony Harrison's going to outbox him. I said, listen, man, he's going to do well for early on in the fight. But once he starts getting those power punches landed on him, then Harrison's going to start getting hurt. And that's exactly what happened. And you saw the barrages of punches that Tim Tszyu threw. Once he started landing, Tony Harrison couldn't have no answer. For 13 to 15 punches had landed on Tony Harrison, bro, until he went down. You know what I mean? He was taking a beating. In the 9th round, Tony Harrison was taking a beating. You get me? Now hit that like button. You get me? Rap, who predicted Harrison was going to win? Mirage. You get me? Mirage predicted it. King's Fezzo, I wonder why Rapstar blocked me. I never blocked you. How the fuck are you here now if I blocked you, bro? You know what I mean? How the fuck are you here if I blocked you? Did you start speaking some mad shit or racist shit or what? Why the fuck am I going to block you, bro? But all I'm going to say now, yeah, is that stop capping. Stop talking shit. Tim Tszyu now is the worthy challenger. Make way for the Australian kid. He wants those belts from Jamel Charlo. Ain't nobody going to say now, Tim Tszyu ain't fought no one. Man, Tim Tszyu got a better resume than most guys at 154. Tim Tszyu now has beaten an ex-world champion and the man who beat Jamel Charlo. So now Tim Tszyu is ready. Now Tim Tszyu is ready. And Rapstar Boxing predicted exactly the round of what Tim Tszyu was going to do in the fight. I predicted it exactly how it went to the T. You get me? Tim is now coming for Jamel Charlo, bro.
Right, what's going on here, Donny's on the next? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately. and he's witch, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it. But she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy. What's going on?
So, yo, guys, you guys now, who predicted Harrison was going to win? Keep it real. Who predicted that Harrison was going to win? And who predicted that TSZYU was going to win? But I predicted the round and I predicted the stoppage. You get what I mean? I predicted it exactly how it was going to go. Who predicted Harrison was going to win yesterday? Anyone? I know Mirage did. Mirage was going for Harrison. I know that. Chavo. Who the fuck Chavo, bro? I know I thought Tony was going to pull it out. Punch predicted it. Well, now put respect on Tony Harris. I mean, on TSZYU. All those people, Errol Spence, Shakur Stevenson, the American boxers were saying Tony Harrison was going to beat TSZYU. Now put some respect on TSZYU. How about that? Errol Spence was going with Tony Harrison. Shakur Stevenson was going with Tony Harrison, bro. You get me? So now put some respect on Costa Zoo's son, bro. TSZYU, the Americans were going with Tony Harrison, bro. You said he's a more skilled fighter, a better experienced fighter, a way more better resume. What happened? You get what I'm saying, bro? What happened, bro? People out there saying that Tony Harrison was going to win. Now put respect on TSZYU then. Exactly. Spence was putting big money on Tony Harrison. What happened, Spence? Shakur Stevenson said Tony Harrison was going to beat Tim. What happened? Exactly. Now put some respect on the Aussies. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, man. What's going on, bro? Yeah, man. I don't see many people out here, though. But let's see who's in the chat. I don't see many people in the chat, bro. What, shall we carry this on, or shall we close this one up, man? Who wants to come and speak about the fight? Who wants to come and speak about the fight? Huh? Great win. Suck a dick, Mirage. Exactly, Mirage. Where are you now, Mirage? You hiding, are you? Where you gone, mate? Hey, I thought you predicted it. That Tony Harrison was going to win. The Australians just showed the American, bro. Errol Spence was going for Tony Harrison. He put all that money on Tony Harrison. Shakur Stevenson. And all the Americans, some of the Americans, they were giving it, saying Tony Harrison was going to teach TSZYU a lesson. What happened? More like TSZYU showed the Americans, bro. Like you know what I mean? You judged, you overlooked him. Huh? Talk to me, bro. Where is Mirage? Is Mirage hiding? Is Mirage ducking now, is he? Is Mirage ducking the smoke? Mirage went for Tony Harrison, bro. And I told him that TSZYU is going to get the stoppage in the 9th round. Hey, listen. Let me go play yesterday's fucking live. And let me show everybody that Rapstar is the Nostradamus of boxing. Rapstar Boxing is the Nostradamus of boxing. Exactly what happened today is exactly what I called it. If you were watching yesterday's live, you know that that's what I was telling Mirage while Mirage was acting like a dick. And you would have won a lot of money if you listened to Rapstar yesterday, because Rapstar said, like I did, that Tony Harrison's going to get tired in the championship rounds, and in the 9th round, I do see a stoppage. That's a good one, NL. Rapstradamus. This is Rapstradamus. I like that one. Rapstradamus in the motherfucking house. Smash that like button. Exactly what happened in the fight is exactly what I called it. I even told the Australians what was going to happen in this fight. Don't play with my predictions. If you had predicted what I told you, you would have been a rich man today. Do you hear me? But yo, let me give a shout out to the people in the chat. Adam. Yes, Adam. NL. The one and only NL, mate. Johnny Thunder, Mirage. Mirage is in the fucking chat. And Mirage just fucking went against his own countryman. And I told him what his countryman was going to do. I told him what his countryman was going to do. You understand? Give me a second. Let me show you.
Like,
Give me a minute.
usually.
Yo, what's going on? Australia in. All right, listen to this.
Hey, what's up?
Listen to Australia's finest. I told the Australian how it's going to go. And the Australian Mirage was not confident with his own country man. Listen to this. And this was yesterday.
What's up, bro?
How are you feeling? So now you're going for the American.
I've been doing a bit of study today.
Mm.
I rewatched a bit of the Gorsha fight, whatever his fucking name is. The team didn't look very good in that fight.
Mm.
And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
Okay, so you're
like
an Australian.
8 rounds to 4, maybe 8 rounds to 4, yeah.
So you're an Australian, and you in your own country, this fight's in your own country, you feel that Tony's going to beat him 8 rounds to 4?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I mean, whatever the judges, I'm talking about like the genuine score.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a sellout. What a sellout. Australia's finest, Mirage. Mirage was last minute decided to change his mind while I told him that TSZYU is going to win this fight. And Mirage last minute changed his mind on his own country man. What a sellout. And now if TSZYU becomes undisputed, Mirage is going to look like a bitch. How can Mirage sell himself like that, sell himself short? He was game for Tim for the whole month, and then he changed his mind in the last minute. He changed his mind the last minute. I gotta say, you know what I mean? He changed his mind the last minute. You get what I mean? And I told him, you gotta be confident that what you're saying, it sounds good, but he don't have the power to get respect from TSZYU. He don't have the power to get that respect out of Costa Zoo's son. You know what I mean? And TSZYU, once he lands that power, I said that Tony's going to start feeling it. And he's going to start slowing down with his legs. And he's going to be more there, able to hit. And Mirage sold himself out. Mirage sold himself out, bro, to the Australians last night. And you heard it right here. And, you know, Mirage is a bit of fun. But you can see this geezer, he was game for his country, man. And last minute, Mirage fucking changed his mind. He sold himself out. Mirage sold himself out, man.
Team didn't look very good in that fight.
And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work.
I'm 15 years old. What?
Yo.
Tim didn't look very good in that fight. And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
You bitch, Mirage. Mirage, you bitch. You said, I think Tim's going to get boxed up. You are a fucking disgrace to Australians, mate, I'll tell you. You don't even back your own people. How can you not back TSZYU, bruh? Mirage, come on, bro. You're a sellout, man. Mirage, you sold out, man. You sold out last minute. You went for Tony Harrison just to look good. You wanted to sell out your country, bro. Oh, Mirage, you bitch. Mirage, you're funny, man. What the fuck do you make? Oh, mate. If I was an Australian, man, I'll beat the fuck out of you. If I was an Australian, Mirage, I'd beat the fuck out of you, bro. Last minute, you change your fucking mind. You bitch. You bitch, Mirage. What the fuck was that about, man?
Like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
Okay, so you're... this is funny, man. Mirage, you sell out motherfucker, Mirage. You're a bitch. You fucking last minute, you went for the American, man. Hey, look, at least I can say you're not biased. But you bitch. You've been going for Tim Tszyu, right, all this time. And then you go for Tony Harrison doing your research. You went back. You went and done some research. You get me? So why are you ducking now, Mirage? Where are you? Where the fuck are you, bro? Why are you ducking? Where are you, Mirage? Let it be known. Where you at, man? Where the fuck are you at, man? Huh? Why are you hiding on the keyboard, bro? Put yourself out there. Why the fuck you just watching like a bitch? Sitting there watching like a bitch. Come on, Mirage. You gotta take it now. You gotta face the music. Tell me that you want the link. Tell me that you want the link, Mirage. Do you want the link? Are you scratching your ass and smelling your fingers? Is that what you're doing? Is this Mirage? This is Mirage right now. This is who he is. This is Mirage.
I saw you scratch your ass and sniff your fingers. I saw you scratch your ass and sniff your fingers. I saw you scratch your ass and sniff your fingers. I saw you scratch your ass and sniff your fingers.
Shit, Mirage, you're a fucker, aren't you? Why you do that to yourself, man? Huh? How you sell out to your countrymen lastminute.com like that, huh? You should listen to me from now on, Mirage. I'm Mr. Miyagi. You understand? I'm the fucking Nostradamus. I'm Rastradamus. I'm Rastradamus now, bro. You better recognize. You need to come here and put some respect on my name and put some respect for the people in the chat for being a bitch. Yeah? I'm here putting respect on the Australians, and you're from Australia, and you're acting like a bitch. Mirage is fucking acting like a bitch. You better learn from me, Mirage. Wax on and wax off. You need to repeat after me that you are fucking a sellout. You sell out, bro. You lastminutesellout.com. You understand? Everybody now knows that Mirage is watching right now. And we also know Mirage, he can say what he wants. He ain't saying nothing right now, is he? He's just sitting there. He's sitting there like a lemon. Mirage is a lemon right now. Look, this is what he did. He sold out to his country the last minute. What a bitch. How are you feeling? So now you're going for the American.
I've been doing a bit of study today. I rewatched a bit of the Gorsha fight, whatever his fucking name is. Tim didn't look very good in that fight. And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
Yo. Tip Bayless. Punch Drunk Boxing. Fratnell Haas. Adam. Eric Gomez. Bacon and eggs. Aussie. Mirage is a sellout, NL. Ladies and gentlemen, Mirage sold out, Kevin Effect. You saw what Mirage did last minute. Pat Greedy. Guzman, pound for pound king. You get what I mean? Hey, Mirage is ducking the smoke. He's hiding in the chat. He's hiding in the chat, Benjamin. You get me? And I'm the man who predicted the round. I said exactly what was going to happen to Mirage. I told him Tony Harrison going to use his jab. He's going to look good in the beginning. He's going to be a bit tricky. But I knew it, that he didn't have the power to get the respect. That jab ain't going to help him for a long time. Once he gets tired, he's going to get a bit flat-footed and he's going to be there to start taking shots. And that Australian, you better put some motherfucking respect. That's right, bruv. I'm done with this bullshit. Errol Spence, Shakur Stevenson, and all you motherfuckers downplaying Tim Tszyu and putting money on Tim Tszyu. Well, now the Americans know that there's an Australian in town. Yes, he is. And Tim Tszyu's coming for those belts. The Americans now know that he's for real. It's the truth. You already said that Tony Harrison's that guy. You already was telling me that Tony Harrison's going to outbox Tim Tszyu. Well, now you saw the guy, he got knocked out. He got stopped. Jamel Charlo's getting that smoke. Jamel Charlo's getting that smoke, bro. And I want to hear nothing from Jamel Charlo. Fucking injured all the time. Yo. Now Jamel Charlo knows that he's in it for a fight. And I ain't saying that Tim's a favorite. I'm not. Of course, Charlo's a favorite. But he's in a real fight now. He's in a real fight now, bro. This guy's not coming for no paycheck. He's coming for those belts. At least you know that this guy's coming for the smoke. It is what it is. Put some respect on the Australian, mate. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. That's right, mate. The Americans can't be pissed now. The Americans should be supporting Tim. Put some respect on Tim, bro. Mirage, you sell out. Let me sing a song. Let's get someone to sing a song for the victory of Tim Tszyu. Let's get the best rapper in history.
What up?
How are you?
I'm great.
Can we meet you?
My name is Tunde Tupac, aka the Rap Killer,
Tunde Tupac.
the Rap Flexer, kill them all.
Your name. Your name is
Tunde Tupac.
Tunde Tupac.
You can write the Rap Killer there.
But Tunde is your name.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Tunde, with your dressing, I know the kind of song that you're about to present.
Yes.
So you want to tell us about it?
Just rap game. I kill the rap game because the haters want us down. They're not going to get us.
You don't need to tell us about the haters now.
Rappers, right? You're a rapper.
A rapper.
Good. Let's hear you.
Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Ha ha. Check it. Check it. Check it. I rule everywhere. I rule. They want to take me down, but they cannot take me down. Yeah. I rule New York. I rule Lagos to Atlanta. We go to Chicago. Check me out. Check my game. My game is tight. All the haters, I shoot them in the brain. Boom, boom, boom. I've been around with my guys, 50 Cent, Tupac, Biggie, Snoop Dogg. We're all in this game together because I kill them all. I kill Tupac and I kill Biggie. I kill them all because they can't contain my rap game.
Hey!
It's off the hook because I'll kill you all now.
No, calm down. You killed
who?
It's just a lyric. Don't fear.
Lyric.
Yeah. Your lyric will put you in trouble. You have to be very careful. You don't just go about saying things that you don't know.
It's a rap game. That's
Oh, okay.
How old are you?
I've been in this game for more than 20 years.
How old are you?
I'm 15 years old.
What?
Just forget my age. Just focus on how long I've been in the game.
And you know Tupac. You know Snoop Dogg. You know
By the
50
grace of
Cent.
God, we met in the States.
Oh.
Which state?
Akwa Ibom.
This guy.
Yo, what's going on, my brethren? Mr. Punch, drunk, boxing in the house.
Rap star boxing knowledge.
What's happening?
Mirage is the disgrace. He needs to be
Man,
deported from
Mirage
the
is
country
hiding
of
right
the
now,
good
Punch.
country of Australia.
Yeah.
Needs to be deported, banned. We don't need people. We don't need secret agents over there, that pretend that they love their country, Nah. He needs to be deported away from Australia. That's what needs to happen.
Hey, yo, Mirage is a fucking sellout, Punch. You know what he said to me? He's a sellout, Punch. He goes, listen to what he did. He said, I'll be doing research for 2-3 days. Mirage's research. Listen to Mirage's research. The man goes and researches Tony Harrison's fights, and he comes back saying that Tony Harrison's gonna beat the fuck out of him.
See, this could have been his night celebrating, but he chose otherwise.
He wants to celebrate. He wants to celebrate against his own country people.
He thought that TSZYU was Cambosos.
Hey, this is too funny, bro. Mirage tried to come here and told me he'd done all this research and he knows everything about boxing. This guy's too funny, bro. And last minute he wants to change his mind. Listen to the guy.
The Gorsha fight, whatever his fucking name is.
The Gorsha.
The team didn't look very good in that fight. And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes.
You fat fuck.
Or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around.
And that's what he did.
Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me,
that's the inside.
And Harrison was a good boxer.
Yo, bro, that's the man's research.
You see, Mirage don't watch boxing. He goes to YouTube and watch a little bit of highlight. He watch a highlight and think he figured everything out. Oh man.
Yo, that's the man's research.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, all I'm saying, Mirage, you better come here and just keep it real that you got it wrong and you done some dumb shit research. Hey? Why are you hiding, Mirage? You always want to hit the link every day. Why the fuck you hiding now, you fat fuck? You sold your country, people. You sellout. Hey, listen, Mirage, you thought you're a sellout for the rest of your life. You're always going to be a sellout. If I was an Australian, bro, I would never trust
I'd dump him with a pitcher. With a pitcher fucking beer.
Funny. This is too funny, bro. This guy. Oh, shit. Look, he's hiding right now.
I'll smack him with a Foster.
This sellout. This is just a sellout, bro. But yo, what did you think about the fight?
I think he made a statement. I think he did what fighters in his position needs to do. Make a statement, And now, look, this fight with Jermell Charlo is even bigger. This fight now is even bigger. Now it's almost like what he did, what Caleb Plant did, right? Like the Caleb Plant and David Benavidez fight was a good fight, right? But people always felt that David Benavidez is just going to beat Caleb Plant. But the performance that Caleb Plant had with Anthony Durrell is why it makes this fight even more intriguing, right? The same thing with TSZYU. It makes this fight even more intriguing because TSZYU beat Tony Harrison worse than Jermell Charlo beat Tony Harrison. So this is now is way more intriguing. Now we can honestly say, because of this performance, that TSZYU is probably the second best guy in the division. So I think this is a better fight because of his performance, and he made a statement when the lights were bright.
I'm sorry, Punch.
And he took a chance.
Some guy in the chat goes, I say Mirage is up there on all the research we've ever seen in Discovery. Yeah, shit, they're still going mad about this stupid shit. Now, you're right. The fight, Punch, it was a good fight. I enjoyed it.
He landed like 13 or 15 shots, but he was cocking the right hand and he was just bang, 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 and then the 5 uppercuts to end the fight.
That was too many punches he took.
Yo, that was I think he was out on his feet. Like he just didn't. His punches kept him up. You know what I'm saying? Because he was hitting him with uppercuts, so it just wasn't good. You know, he needed to chop it down with the left hook in the end to put him down. But the uppercut was holding him up.
Yeah, I actually think, you guys can think what you want, but I think Tim TSZYU beats Brian Castano.
I don't know that yet. The thing is,
I
Brian
think
Castano
so.
got effective pressure. He got work. He could smother TSZYU's work too. I mean, that would be a good fight. I want to see Brian Castano versus Danny Garcia though. I want to see that fight.
So overall, let's just keep it real, yeah. Overall, are you impressed with the Australian now? Are you impressed to say that he's a legitimate world-class fighter?
I'm not impressed by him. I'm
That
not
he's
impressed by
world-level
it,
fighter.
but he's
You
good.
can't deny him that he's world-level fighter.
No, yeah, he's a world-level fighter. I'm not like impressed. Like, I think that Tony Harrison did have a chance to beat him. I did think. Matter of fact, I was just going for Tony Harrison, but I think he didn't surprise me because he fought the same way that he fights. Right? I think that he'll get hurt with Fundora, because of his style, and I think with CHARLO that he could fight off the back foot and shoot some power shots. See that if you look at Tony Harrison, you looked at the fight, he barely threw power shots, so he never kept him honest. Yeah,
No,
he
he
kept him
can't.
honest with the jab,
His punches weren't effective anyway.
but he wasn't even throwing it. He wasn't throwing how many times? The only time probably was in the 8th round. Was the 8th round where they was like really like going back and forth on the inside and stuff like that. But before that, he wasn't like hitting no body shots. He
I
wasn't throwing
think
no
he was scared
uppercuts.
of what was coming back if he threw him.
Yeah, because he stayed near the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He didn't pivot. He didn't want to work in the center of the ring. So he was just working the jab, but the jab wasn't enough. It got to the point where for TSZYU, the jab ain't gonna keep you off of me. So he had to shoot him with some right hands. Barely threw left hooks. Tony Harrison just throwing jab to the body, jab up top, maybe a straight right hand, but that's it throughout the whole fight. So he really didn't keep him honest. I don't think that TSZYU gained any respect for his power. So he would just started to walk him down.
I think what we do need to keep honest is now we got to respect him, Zoo. We can't just say now who's he fought. Now
we can't just say that he's a domestic fighter.
Now what we got to say, he's better than his
he's a world-class fighter.
He's a world-class fighter. And now Tim does deserve his respect. When I've been speaking to these people, the Americans, this last few weeks, and then Mirage lastminute.com sellout, right? It's the way that they don't want to give Tim that respect. Now they've changed their mind. And now Tim is a guy that you can't deny him for being in his position. Now he deserves to be in this position. And he's the man that should get that title shot with CHARLO, bro. That's all I'm saying.
He earned it.
He earned it. He earned it. And he bullied that guy. And at the end, when he got the opportunity, he totally bullied the American world-class fighter. He showed everyone. He did. He bullied him. Alicia Baumgardner didn't know what was going on. She nearly had a heart attack.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she was devastated with that. Nobody thought, even they didn't think Tim was going to beat him up like that. But Tip, what's going on, Tip?
Yo, rap punch. What's going on?
What are you saying about your best friend Mirage, bro?
Hey, man, listen, I don't know what's up with that guy. He's supposed to go for his countrymen. You know what I'm saying?
He's a sellout.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of knew when I watched the press conference the other day, I kind of figured Tim was going to pull this fight. I figured he was going to pull this fight off. Because Tony, he was overzealous. You know what I'm saying? Like Punch been saying all week. He felt like he won the fight before the fight even happened. That was his mindset going into the fight. And you could tell by his body language after the fight, he was pissed that he didn't come trying to win and give it his all like he did in the CHARLO fight. Like you can see after the CHARLO fight, he was like, damn, that motherfucker got it. You know what I'm saying? In this fight, he was like, I just ain't got nothing to say. It's just like he was content. You know what I'm saying? He just went into the fight. He was just happy to be in the ring. I don't think he was too
So
worried
I
about
think
winning.
I don't think so. I think at the end of the day, Tony Harrison had a game plan, but this guy was just too strong.
I think this will happen to American fighters. To be honest, the product that you see with American fighter, what they showing you is actually their amateur skill set. It's hard to find these American fighters getting better at their craft. One thing, you Jamel Charlo, he's one of the few that got better throughout the years. If you look at his fights, look at Jamel Charlo's fights before even Derrick James, before that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even a knockout artist in the professional level, Jamel Charlo.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But he got better. See, these guys are being successful with their amateur skill set. You know, they stay in they go to the gym to just sharpen up their tools, but not to implement, not to put more tools into the toolbox. But these fighters from across from from other countries, like let's say a Triple G and a Manny Pacquiao, and these guys they go to other countries, they get other trainers from other countries, and then you see how they get better at their craft. You saw Cotto put more tools in the toolbox. You saw Manny Pacquiao implement a jab after 30 years old. You saw guys like that get better. That's why I always wanted Anthony not who I said Anthony Joshua to come to the country. I want Conor Ben to come to the US. You can see the difference. Look at Ben Whitaker. Ben Whitaker, well, who's his trainer? Sugar Hill. He hired Sugar Hill. You know what I'm saying? So TSZYU, you could say that he got a lot. He looked way sharper today than he looked at in his last fight.
I think the fight between him and Charlo is gonna be a brawl. It's going that fight is gonna be a lot of inside work.
I think it's gonna be easier for Charlo. I just don't think
You
that.
think so?
Yeah, because I don't think that TSZYU put the type of pressure like Brian Castano.
I think he does, but it's just like he has that. You know that.
I think he's stronger than Brian Castano. That's where Charlo might. Charlo will be going on the back foot against TSZYU.
I kind of relate TSZYU the way he fought tonight. I relate that that Rashidi Ellis Roman Villa fight. It was the same thing.
You know what it is? I really do believe that he believes that he can do it, and I do believe that he wants to get out of his dad's shadow. And
he already did. That's it.
And I'll tell you that right now, Punch, you're right. Right now, TSZYU is not in his father's shadow anymore.
Nope.
He's just left his father. He left him.
Yep.
He's on his own journey, and he deserves respect for being in the sport of boxing.
He made a statement today, and this was the fight that's it. That's what saved his motherfucking name, TSZYU. Say his name, not his father's name. Say his name now.
What are you saying, Mastermind? Did TSZYU leave his father's shadow today?
Yeah, man. Hey, this was my first time seeing him fight, man. He did good, man. He a very hard. He remind me a lot of his father. I watched a lot of his father fights, but I see the discipline, the power, and him and this Charlo gonna be spectacular. That's gonna be a Hall of Fame fight for sure. Just like Zab Judah and his dad.
Damn,
That's gonna be it.
You see what one fight does? Before the way he looked with Gaucho, he ain't looked good. Now hell no, he don't beat Jamel Charlo. That one fight with Harrison. Now look, I'm reading.
But I already believed
right
in
now.
him, Punch. I already believe. I'm the one who predicted it on your channel, my channel. I believed in the kid. I felt that he would be shining today. It's like, what did you say? With the better the opponent, sometimes the guy can rise to that.
Yeah, some fighters fight to the level of their competition.
Yeah, and I do believe. I mean, this is a bold prediction, but I believe that TSZYU can beat Charlo.
Ooh.
I think I'm not saying that he's a favorite, but I think he can pull it off.
I agree.
He made the statement to do so. He made the statement for people to believe it.
Yep, he sure did. That's what he did tonight. He got the skill level.
I just think when it comes to him fighting Charlo, it's going to be a different Tim Tszyu. I can't look at this Tim Tszyu versus Tony Harrison and expect the same Tim Tszyu versus Charlo.
It's gonna be a better Tim Tszyu. He gonna be in better shape.
This fight did so much for him. Look, it got him the respect that he deserves at the division. He actually deserved. Nobody's gonna question that he's the next man up to get Jermell Charlo. The statement that he made that now he's his own name, his own brand. So, and he made a statement. Well, young fighters, well, he's not that young, but I'm just saying, when the lights are bright, you make a statement. Now he got a whole country behind him that really now is invested in him more than
How
ever.
old is he?
I think he's 28.
Yeah, perfect age. That's gonna be a
26.
He's 26. No, I thought he said he waited 28 years for this moment.
Yeah, 28 years old.
I thought he's 26 years old.
No.
No.
Check it though.
Nah, he's 28. I know that.
Well, anyway, look at this though. Errol Spence put over 5 figures on Tony Harrison. Shakur Stevenson said Tony Harrison's that guy. He's got the skills. America respects Tony. Now, how about you respect Tim Tszyu?
Yeah.
Because look how many people in my chat, Mastermind. Last week, I can show you half of the people, more than half, were going for Tony. Now they're quiet. They respect him.
Tony don't have no legs no more, Rap. His legs is gone.
Man, his legs were going to get tired anyway if he couldn't do it. He didn't get the respect. He don't have the power to get the respect from Tim.
He had sex before the fight, man.
Man, that's some bullshit. I want to hear no shit.
No, I think the knockouts by Charlo took something from him. I really do.
We're always going to say that. We was going to say that anyway. We could say that anyway.
His last fight, he didn't look that good.
Yeah, but think about it. The when Jermell Charlo stopped Tony Harrison, it was more because Tony Harrison lost concentration and he was showboating with the fans. He was talking to the fans and he lost his concentration. I think if he would have never lost his concentration, I don't think that Jermell Charlo would have stopped him that fight. It was that he started looking at the crowd, started having conversations with the crowd, and boom, Jermell Charlo was hitting, started teeing off on him on his irresponsibility. This fight, the way he got stopped today was just he just couldn't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was outclassed in there today. He was outclassed.
Yeah. I think the Charlo stop.
I mean, his jab was good though. You can't deny Harrison's jab.
No, he got a beautiful jab. He got a beautiful
jab. Rap.
And he could throw that double jab. Pop, right?
But with all those jabs, but for all those jabs, all the way up to the 9th round, he ain't give him a nosebleed.
But the problem is, you can say what you want about jabs. Look, jabs are the #1 rule, but they're always going to be a secondary punch to a power punch.
That's why I always score the fights like that. That's a secondary.
Y'all scoring like that?
Yeah, that's the way the amateurs score.
I think if somebody's using an effective jab, bro, I gotta give him the round.
Yeah, that's why Winky won a lot of fights with that jab. Them
don't get me wrong, right? If you get out jabbed, like let's say somebody jabs you 8 times and you get only 2 power punches off, yeah, you can give it to the guy who got 8 jabs out there, yeah. But if a man gets like 3 jabs and you give him 2 solid power punches, man, I'm going for the guy who's giving me effective punches.
Not even more.
Knock the guy's fucking head back.
If you connect even 6 or 7 jabs and he connects 3 power punches, flush power punches, those are worth more.
But the jab sets up the power punches, though.
I don't know.
The jab sets up the power punch. Deontay Wilder let the jab go in the right hand. Charlo let the jab in the right. He caught Harrison with the jab, right hand, left hook.
I can see how a power punch can sway you.
Because remember, you got to remember, they count clean, effective punches. Which punches effect more? Power punches.
Right.
That's why I always say, like, the criteria is clean, effective punches. I could nip you. Maybe I could hit you with a jab, and maybe it's not effective. You know what I'm saying? And put it this way: if you go throughout the rounds, and Tony Harrison is landing jabs, and he's walking through the jabs, how effective is those jabs to that opponent?
Yeah, the jab is to keep him from landing the power punch, though. You trying to throw him off balance. That's what the jab mainly for, to help you stay away from Tszyu power punches.
But what I'm saying is, he was landing the jab, like we saw, like we seen that he's doing a good job with the jab and landing the jab, but they count clean, effective punches. Was
Right.
it effective? Was the jab affecting Tim Zhu?
I'll tell you.
Right. You got to make them not land the big punches. If you can make them not land it, then you can win the round. But like you said, them big punches is gonna score more, in my opinion.
I think what I liked about Tim in this fight is maturity, his understanding of body language and working Tony out to know he didn't waste too many punches. And when he did hurt Tony, and when he did go in, he didn't miss no punches. Like, you look at the combinations he threw when he needed to throw him, he fucking got Tony with all of those punches. And then when he got in with the left and Tony went down, Tony had took too many punches by then anyway, bro. And you look at how many punches he took, what, 13 punches? I counted like 12 or 13 punches. And that's what ended it. Because he was waiting for his time as well. Like, he was very smart about how he was fighting this fight.
How did you like how Tony? How did you like how Tony performed, Rap?
Tony did well with the jab. I mean, he was doing what he had to do with his movement, and he tried to, on the solar plex, he was constantly trying to keep it effective, but Tony just didn't have no power to show me that he can even, keep this guy at bay. Every time this guy landed, he could hurt Tony. He hurt Tony early on in the fight. What round was it? Second or third?
Second.
Second round.
Was it second round? He
Yep.
hurt Tony, bro. That's
Big
when
right
I knew,
hand.
Yeah, that's when I knew, hey, yo, this guy's waiting for his time.
I've never seen a guy emulate their father so well. Usually superstar sons not as good as their father. He looked just as equally good as CHARLO.
I don't know about
Discipline.
that. Yeah, he looked good. No, he did. He did look
Yeah,
good.
he looked, and he got his style too. You don't see that too much. He got his same style, like kind of like Marvis Frazier and Joe Frazier. This guy had good jab, good defense. You know what I mean? And he keep coming. He's stalking. He's stalking just like his dad. You could tell his father taught him a lot.
That's what killed Tony. I'm like,
Well,
bro,
he's not trained by his dad. He's trained by his uncle.
when you got a fighter in front of you that can just stalk you all night, and you constantly have to keep punching him, and you can't get him off you, bro. That's the hardest thing to do in a boxing fight. I'm telling you.
So who is the best father son fighter? That their father was the fighter and then their son is becomes a fighter. Who is the best?
Buster Mathis Jr.
Really?
Who you got, man? Who, George Forbes? Who you got? Hector Camacho Jr.?
I don't know. That's a tough question. It's a good question though. Like, who's the best son?
Julio Cesar Chavez. If you look at the record, they got the best record.
Maybe
they got a lot of wins. They got 150 wins.
Maybe. I would think, to be honest, No, I already know who it is. The fuck? What the fuck? It's Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah, I was about to say. I was waiting for y'all to say it.
Yeah.
No, his father never won a championship though.
Well, I didn't say a champion. I said fighter.
But Costa-Zoo, dad, he got the.
So you want to go with the father that was a champion? We could go that to make it tougher. All right, let's go.
Marvis Frazier got the 2 losses to Larry Holmes and Mike Tyson, first round knockout, 30 seconds, and this is only 2 losses.
I would think that maybe Tim Zhu or Conor Benn would be like the best sons.
Yeah, they got to win the championship though, both of them.
I think Ben gonna beat Pacquiao, man.
Hell yeah, he will.
I thought that this kid was gonna be better than what he is. But he got knocked out. What's his Holyfield's son?
Oh my God, man! Why? But Holyfield got knocked out too by that. No, he wasn't even a boxer that knocked out Holyfield.
Man, I don't even think Tarver Jr. gonna be that good.
Who?
Antonio Tarver Jr.
He not that good.
I can see it, man. He ain't really got it. And he a little bit older. I think he in his 30s.
What about Hussein Rahman?
Nah.
I mean,
that good.
No, matter of fact, Rahman got potential, bro. But I think his headspace is moving away from boxing because of that crowd he's in right now. Like he in that
Layla Ali, that's a good one. Layla Ali.
Yeah, that's probably the best combination we got. Huh? The greatest woman fighter and the greatest male fighter. That's winning. Ali.
How you think Awash is gonna be doing? You think he's gonna do good in his career?
Who?
Nico.
Nico Ali
Man,
Wash.
Nico training with Flick, man. Nico, man, look, he getting better each fight. Each fight he getting better, and it's crazy because like if you look at how he was from when he first started and what he is now, bro, completely different fighter. Touch jab, stab jab, follow up combinations, just putting everything together in the works. Like, bro, he's gonna be a problem.
Yep. Yep.
What
You
about
saying that's Ali son?
what do you think about Campbell Hatton?
Ricky Hatton's son. I gotta watch him again. I see he's smaller than his dad, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. I'm glad that they slowed him down because I think that they was putting too much pressure on him. Put him on televised fight for the first fight. He didn't even have an amateur background that much. They was trying to Eddie Hearn was trying to capitalize off him, make money off him too quick. That
Yeah.
they needed to slow him down. I'm glad that
Man,
they
I've
did.
seen so many fucking 50, 60 different people in the chat. I only got fucking 18 people in here. What the fuck is going on? Smash that like button. Fucking hell. Go on, guys.
That Ricky Hatton, man, he one of the best to ever do it, man. That boy coming, he keep coming,
Man,
pressure,
Ricky Hatton was
left hook.
great. Ricky Hatton was great at 140. You
Yep.
know, at the end of the day, he was great for what he did at 140. But there were other fighters there that he also never fought. Let's not forget that.
Yo, Campbell Hatton only have 3 knockouts, bro. He is not gonna last in this. And if I
Them
was
guys,
to be
Yeah, but
honest,
you
if I
can't
was
say
him,
that, Punch, because look at Sonny Edwards. He got no knockouts and he's a world champion and ain't nobody beating Sonny Edwards.
yeah, but Campbell Hatton don't even look good. He don't like he's winning, but he don't look.
But there's fighters who's not had knockouts and done great in life. Look at Devin
Yeah.
Haney. Look at fucking Devin Haney, bro.
What about the dude that Tim
Haney
Bradley won?
It's levels, way more levels above.
So y'all forgot about what's my boy name? Fought Oscar De La Hoya. Got Shane Mosley.
Shane Mosley's son.
And you know, I'm supposed to get another good fighter on the channel. Paul Spanfedora.
He didn't have a lot of knockouts, but you couldn't beat him.
Yeah, but he was a good fighter, Paul Spanfedora.
Yeah, he one of the best. He was 49-0, wasn't he? 48-0.
We're getting him over here, Mastermind, soon.
Yeah, he the one. He one gave Mayweather hell in sparring.
You're gonna have to give him like $100 and shit like that.
But who was that Tim Bradley won the championship for overseas? His first championship. That guy he didn't have a lot of power, but he was like 40-something. Southpaw.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was the first guy that Bradley.
Hey, now TSZYU got a couple of noticeable names. He got Jeff Horn on his resume. He got Tony Harrison on his resume. Gausha, he got him on his resume. He got a decent resume so far, but he is not that young either. You know what I'm saying?
I want to talk about this.
28. He good.
I want to talk about this now, Mastermind. So some people have said that when you watch the press conference, they've been saying that only some people. I saw it earlier on, and I'll maybe go find it and play it for you guys. That Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis did actually try to throw a shot at Ryan Garcia. Tank Davis did try to throw a little, a small right hander or whatever he was doing. He tried, throw a little punch at Ryan. Ryan was able to just, get away from it. And some people said that Ryan, like Tank got the best of the body language, like to let Ryan know that, that you can't come in my face. I will fucking try and hurt you right here. And Ryan didn't push him back or nothing, just carried on staying in his face. Do you guys feel that Tank Davis was being a little bit bullyish?
Whatever you got to do to win the fight, man. Whatever you got to do.
Do you think that Ryan kind of backed off a little bit when Tank did that to him?
Yeah, he don't want no drama. He want to get the fight on. He don't want no injuries or nothing like that. He's smart. Because you break your hand, get cut, anything in those scuffles.
I think Ryan Garcia is not intimidated, not even a cell. Not even a cell. I just think that Gervonta Tank Davis presented himself as not believable because of the stipulation. The stipulation is one thing: rehydration, catchway, handling a lime green purse. I can't be intimidated by somebody like that. And I like Tank, but I think this press conference, that for me, that's the highlight of this press conference. A guy that's trying to bully Ryan Garcia, and Ryan Garcia, I mean, come on, stop it. He even said it in Los Angeles. I'm gonna stop you wearing a purse. Like, like, how can you intimidate anybody like that with all these stipulations? I don't know. I think Gervonta Davis took a little hit. I ain't gonna say a big hit, but a little hit of even his own fans is like questioning him.
Man,
I
that
mean,
person make you lose. That
what
person
you
make you
wore,
lose.
was something what you wore, but it was just that people felt like Tank Davis was slightly trying to put hands right all over Ryan's face as well. You know what I mean? It was just trying to intimidate, but it didn't really work.
That's what
You
I'm
said
saying. That it's
it
not.
didn't really work. You think, yeah?
Nah.
No,
Didn't.
that purse alone to make you lose a fight, man.
Yo,
If you lose, everybody gonna go back to the purse. Like, what the fuck was he wearing that purse for?
yo,
That's why he was trying to intimidate him.
Tank knows he's not intimidated. Remember who asked for this fight? Who's been chasing for this fight? So he knows that he's not intimidated. This is not a mandatory. This is a guy that's been chasing you down. That he'd rather fight you than fight for a world title versus Devin Haney. He'd rather fight
Yep.
you. So how
Yep.
can you be intimidated? Oh, because you're in front of me? It's not like this is the first time that Ryan Garcia seen Gervonta Davis. So he's not intimidated.
He'd rather lose to Tank Davis than lose to Devin Haney. Bottom line.
True. True.
He'd take that L. He like, shit, I lost to him. He don't like Devin personally.
They friends. I think they friends behind the scenes. Like they know each other.
Oh,
They know each other for too long.
Nah, they don't fuck with each other, man. Don't none of them like Devin.
Come on, you
Oh
remember
my
when they went to
God,
the zone?
finally we got Mirage. Why the fuck you been hiding, Mirage?
They kicked him out. They kicked him out on Shorty.
They
The police is
deported
looking
you,
for
have
him.
they?
They're deporting him right now.
Did they deport you?
I went to Burger King, bought a hamburger.
You fucker.
He
You
went to ask
last
for.
minute
Hey yo,
fell out.
he went to the liquor store to ask for fucking Foster B, and they be like, "You're not allowed to drink."
I actually did go to the liquor store as well. Actually, that's true.
You're not allowed to even drink Foster's.
I don't drink beer, bro. I'm not into beer.
Oh, you do crack.
No. So
how's the crack in Australia?
I wouldn't know, bro. I'll ask for you, okay?
Okay, how do you feel about? Okay, how do you feel about doing your research and your reviews, and you went and done all that research?
Oh, you're just dying. That's what you're happy
No,
about.
let me.
That's your highlight of your day.
You see, you got to explain.
I'm glad you got a fight right finally, Rap. About
I
time.
always get it right, you fat fuck.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Eating those fucking burgers. If you ever listen to my predictions, I'm Mr. Miyagi, and you're not even karate.
This
kid.
isn't my.
Now
Hey,
listen to this. Go
it's
do
not my
wax
fault.
on
I
and
got it
wax
wrong.
off and come back.
It's not my fault. I got it wrong. Do you know whose
No,
fault
it's
it
not
is?
what you got wrong. You sold out your country last minute.
It's Harrison's fault. I expected a much
you
better
did
Harrison.
your review, your research. You went
That
out
guy,
there. You went
that
and
guy,
listened to
that guy
Drunk
barely
Boxing's
showed up.
videos. You should be listening to his videos, innit? You should be doing some good research. Where did you get your research from?
Don't worry about that. I expected a much better version. This guy didn't even show up to fight at all. I underestimated how much he's regressed.
Yep. He regressed.
I know him from the Charlo fights. Like, this guy can fight. This guy showed up today.
Regress. You act like Charlo was his last fight. Didn't you see the fight before?
No, I didn't really look at it. No, but when was that? When did he? Yeah, but when did he fight Charlo? 2021.
What kind of
that was
research
3 years
you
ago.
doing,
That
bro?
was 3 years
What kind
ago.
of research?
His last fight was like almost a split decision or a draw.
Yeah,
So
but he's not that old. How old is he? 33, 32? That's not old.
The same age.
30. I think it's 32.
But the knockout's taking his toll. He been knocked out 4 times.
Yeah, I underestimated. But he didn't even try much. Just the jab on the ropes, just standing. I expected lateral movement. Didn't show much at all. So Tim did his thing. Like, he's now proved he's world class to me.
So you're back on the side of your
No,
country.
no. They already deported you.
You deported, you sell out. If you was in prison, you'd be getting killed right now.
They don't need fans like you.
Tim's good. Tim's good. He's good.
Nah, he's good.
I thought he'd be out. I thought he'd be like way out of his depth against CHARLO.
Now he's going to start studying Tim.
He didn't even study the fight. Look,
Now it looks like it's a
CHARLO.
50-50.
Harrison had 2 fights before after the CHARLO. After the CHARLO, before the TSZYU, he ain't looked good.
So what was your prediction? Was your prediction a stoppage?
I said I was
punch?
going for Tony Harrison. I was just going for Tony Harrison. I like Tony Harrison.
No, who did you pick? Don't start dancing around. Who did you pick?
I said I'm going for Tony Harrison. That was my pick.
Oh, so you got it wrong, and you're talking shit to me.
I don't
You
give a
fucked
fuck.
up as well.
I'll stay patriotic though. You a sellout.
And I went for your country, man, and got it exactly right on the round.
Hey, at least Rapstar picked the fight correct. At least Rapstar's got some grounds to talk shit. You got nothing, Punch. Shut the fuck up. How about
You
that?
got nothing. You haven't even saw it. You never seen the Tony Harrison fight.
Well, you said he fight, and you still got it wrong, motherfucker.
You know what?
And you still got it wrong.
I was going for Tony Harrison. I just like the way he talks.
No, that's not a professional. Hang on.
Who said I'm a professional?
That's not a professional breakdown.
Who said I'm a professional?
Well, that's what you pretend to be.
I'm punch drunk. Most of my predictions.
So I'll give Rap some credit. I'll give credit when it's due. He got it right.
You're a sellout. You're not allowed in Australia.
Everybody in the chat is calling you a sellout.
Yo, he thought that Tony Harrison last fight was CHARLO. So he went right quick. He saw the highlight. He did a little highlight and thought he studied, you idiot.
Yeah, he went and done his research. I mean, look, it is what it is. He last minute, he done some research. He saw some in Tony Harrison, and he
I
felt
didn't even
like
do the prediction video to this shit. I ain't really care.
Yeah, it wasn't like I wasn't staking any serious reputation on this. It was sort of last minute shit, but fair enough. All good. I'm glad I was wrong. I mean, I'm glad. Obviously, team fucking won.
yeah, but you went and did a lot of research. That's all I'm.
Thank you, Al Heyman.
This is a better fight though, CHARLO against ZYU. This is gonna be a hell of a fight.
If he fights him, I don't know. Is he going to move up? There's rumors he's going to move up. Some bullshit.
Nah, he said he want to retire 154.
Oh yeah.
He said he want to fight him at the end of the fight. He said he want him next.
No.
I think he's limiting himself, in my opinion. You know, I really think that he could. I think he could do good.
Let's listen to Mirage.
Yeah, but his brother's a 160.
Let's listen to Mirage.
You're just a joker. You know what?
Let's listen to Joker. Yo, what's going on? Australia in the building, man. What's happening?
Hey, what's up? What's up, bro?
How you feeling? So now you're going for the American.
I've been doing a bit of study today. I rewatched a bit of the Gorsha fight, whatever his fucking name is. Tim didn't look very good in that fight. And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
Okay, so you fucking sell out. You fucking sell out, Mirage. You fucking went against your countrymen. In a war, you will not fight for Australia, bro. You would rather go fight with America. That is sell out, bro. Sell out to the maximum, Mirage. How do you feel about your studying anyway and your and your research? Huh? You're
like
Australian.
8 rounds to 4, maybe 8 rounds to 4, yeah.
So you're an Australian, and You in your own country, this fight's in your
You're
own
going to start
country.
trolling me. Is that
Feel
how it is, huh?
Tony's
You're that
gonna
desperate,
beat him
rap?
8 rounds to 4.
I got conned. I got conned by Harrison. That's his
You
fault.
went
It's
you
not
went and
mine.
done the research. Where did you do? You did research, didn't you?
Harrison didn't show up. It's not. Is that my fault? Harrison didn't show up.
Or you don't give us, or you just didn't give credit to your Australian man.
Harrison dogged it. He dogged it.
What about give credit to how good Tim looked?
He looked good, but still, even then, it's clear this other guy didn't show up. You have to look at both sides. I mean, what did he do? He just jabbed.
Don't you feel bad that you sold out to your own countryman, though?
Not at all.
You don't give a fuck, do you?
No, I didn't sell out. This has nothing to do. I know you're biased, so you'll pick your countryman.
I'm not biased.
No matter what.
I'm just so you're a sellout.
You're probably picking John Ryder against Canelo deep down.
Yeah.
That's how delusional you are.
Hey, listen, I will go for John Ryder. I got to give him the best of the doubt, the benefit of doubt. I just got to say, come on, John Ryder. I hope you can do it. But you're just a sellout. You're a full sellout. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just
bro.
professional. I'm very professional.
Yeah, professional, my ass.
And you don't understand
what
that.
research, if you're professional, what research did you come back with?
I'm not going to argue. I just had a big meal. I'm fucking full.
But what research? If you're professional, I want to know your professional research.
Don't worry about my. You'll see my research for the fight that counts in 2 weeks, chump.
Yeah, all right. You're just waiting for the David.
That's what we're going to see.
Fight. That's what you're waiting for.
That's the serious. That's the serious
the only
stuff.
prediction that you might get right in your life in this particular fight. Oh, that was funny though, Mirage. You're a funny lad, didn't you? But anyway, what do you think about Tim TSZYU now? Can he be world champion?
Yeah, he can be. Yeah, he's
You
shown
think
enough.
he can beat CHARLO now?
Definitely has a strong chance. Yeah.
Wow.
He's strong. He's strong. He picks his punches good. He look good.
So you think
I think CHARLO's the favourite still, CHARLO, because Tim is still pretty hittable. This guy, Harrison, wasn't even throwing much. But Tim is still hittable. His defense is still questionable.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to carry it away. But yeah, definitely more confident.
What do you think for Tony Harrison now? Should he retire?
Should retire 100%. Waste of time.
What do you think, Mastermind? Yo, Punch.
Yo.
Should Tony Harrison retire?
Yo. Huh?
Tony Harrison, should he retire now?
No. No, yeah.
Let him get a few more beatings.
Nah, he could win a couple fights, rap. He could win a few more fights. He just ain't good enough to beat Zoo. He can't beat the elite, but he could beat some down, people a little less than that. He could beat them still. Lower level guys.
Think that Tony Harrison's still a big enough name for other people to, fight him, isn't it?
Yeah, he could.
Yep.
As they're coming up, but then he's now a gatekeeper.
Yep, 2 fights. He got 2 fights left. Then he should retire.
Who you want to see him fight next?
No, he's not a gatekeeper yet. Not yet.
154. He need to fight like Thurman or something. Keith Thurman.
How is he a gatekeeper after that performance? That was garbage.
He got the name still, man. People have garbage performances. They come back. Don't act like it's the end. You just gotta die.
Not when you get knocked out and twice in recent times. To me, I saw a fighter who needs to retire.
Roy Jones got knocked out 100,000 times. He's still the greatest ever to lace him up.
And he should have retired after Glenn Johnson put him to sleep.
You got to get that bank account.
2004, and he fought how much longer? Another decade or something? Holy fuck.
Imagine how much money Tony made tonight against Zoo. That's what it's about. He got to get the back end money on the way out.
Well, how much did he make? I don't think he made much.
What you think he made? $500,000?
If that.
There you go. There you go. Got to get it, man, while you can.
No.
You know, everybody not good as them guys. You just stay away from the big guys at the top tier. Fight C-level fighters.
What was you the most impressed with, Mastermind, today, though?
I like Tony Harrison jab. His head movement was good, but I was impressed with how he kept fighting off the ropes the whole fight. He just fought off the ropes. But far as CHARLO, I like him the best. I mean, his son. Yeah, I like the discipline and the defense. Keep coming forward. Yep, I love. That's gonna be an easy money fight against CHARLO. Easy money. That's gonna be the easiest money you ever made.
You think Charlo's more shook of him now than he was before? Now he knows that this guy got something.
Now CHARLO could beat him, man. He could beat him.
Yeah,
He could knock him out.
I'm not saying Charlo don't beat him, but Charlo knows now this guy can fight.
Oh yeah, he already knew he was training for it. That's what he said after the fight. He said he showed me nothing. This what I was training for. This guy that he seen tonight.
He said that.
Yep. I think he prepared for that guy. But he could win too. Zoo definitely could win too. He got the punching power, but I never seen CHARLO hurt. Never. I never even seen him wobble.
But you see that the jab, you can have a great, beautiful jab, world-class jabs. Probably the best jab in the division. That don't get you to win. Still get your ass knocked out.
Yep.
CHARLO got the best jab. He got the hardest jab. He gonna put you on your ass with that jab.
I love his jab. I'm just saying that Tony Harrison is known for that.
And imagine the problems he gonna give Zoo with that jab coming forward. Now this a guy you're not gonna be able to force back. He coming forward towards you. This might end early, probably within the first 10 rounds. Put the money on CHARLO, man. I don't think he could do it.
That's how Devin Haney gonna end up fighting Tio and fighting Gervonta Tan Davis and Ryan Garcia.
Yep. Yeah, be the great. He win all them fights. He could retire the greatest of all time.
Who?
Devin Haney. If he beat all them guys.
Devin Haney gonna get knocked out by all them dudes that I just named. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, he can't take no knockout. He better win against Lomachenko. That's the number one uno duno. You worry about Lomo, then get to them guys. But you got a monster in front of your face right now. Don't get took out the game by a veteran. Cause this guy's in his prime at 32.
Nah, Loma ain't no monster like that no more.
Shit. He gonna always be a monster.
No, he's a great fighter, but he ain't a monster.
You see what Mike McCallum did to Roy Jones Jr.?
He's a great fighter. He ain't a monster though.
He one of the best you ever seen do it.
I think there's a difference between Lomachenko's momentum. I think he don't got the momentum, and the difference between when Haney's about to fight Loma, then when Tio fought him, is that Lomachenko was considered pound for pound 1, 2, 3. You could flip it around. Coming off a great win, Lomachenko now is not on pound for pound, and he came up with a mediocre win versus Jermaine Ortiz. That's the momentum that he's carrying. That's his performances was giving more people confidence that Devin Haney could beat him. It's not what Devin Haney did to Kambosa, is what Lomachenko looked like versus
Jermaine.
Ortiz.
And he looked good against him. So that's what he pulled out the victory. That was a tough fight to win, and he won it. He won a tough fight. Y'all not giving him credit. He went in there against a young, hungry lion and pulled off the victory. He's not getting his just due for what he did against Jermaine. That was a hard victory. That dude was undefeated, never lost. It's hard to beat them guys, man. You see what Leon did to Ali? He was 7-0.
Was he not the same guy who knocked out what's that guy's name? He knocked out the guy that Shakur fought. Jermaine Ortiz.
Yep.
The guy that Shakur fought.
Knockout artist. And this your first fight coming back from the war. You just had to kill all these damn people. Now you coming back to fight, and you fighting this young.
Yeah, man. It was inactive. It was inactive. Very true. Very true. Very true.
I like the way that you selling the fight. Like,
Hey, hey, man, why y'all not giving them this credit, man? Y'all do that shit to great fighters, man. When they pull out the victory, just like Razor Ruddock, Tyson, they criticize.
Master Masha, you know, he was out there walking all them people.
That shit was rough. Hey, I thought he was gonna get killed. I was scared as hell. I was like, this gonna fuck boxing up, man. I'm worried about Shakur Stevenson getting killed. I'm worried about Lomachenko getting killed. They all in the same division. Because we almost lost Lomo at the takeoff murder. So, I'm thinking when he overseas, I'm like, it ain't no, we lost some NFL players like that. I didn't want Lomachenko to get killed out there. You feel me? I'm telling you, man, give whoever win this fight deserve full credit because it's going to be hard as hell for the winner. It's going to be hard for the winner of that Lomachenko Haney. That's how hard they're going to have to beat.
Hey, let me play you what TSZYU's message is to CHARLO. You want to hear it, Mastermind?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Prove to the rest of the world tonight. The level that I aspire to be. As Tony Harrison said before, if I can't beat him, then I don't deserve the shot. But it's quite simple, and I agree with it. And if I can't compete at that top level, I should be fighting for the atmosphere, but I should.
Is that your best performance so far, Tim?
There's always something to work on. I think it was a patient performance. I was patient. I knew what he had, and I was trying to read it. He was very good at what he does. It was hard to get it, but I wanted to get to those later rounds and see.
Tim, have you got a message for CHARLO after that brilliant performance?
Not verbal. I hope I showed the message.
How do you see the fight unfolding, Tim, as the rounds progressed?
I think I started off good. The middle rounds, I think he started feeling that what he's good at is.
Yo, I don't think people can hear it.
Yeah, that was bad audio.
Yeah. He sound confident to me, man. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a Hall of Fame fight right there. That's one gonna go down in the books. That because they both don't want to lose.
Since we have the first half of boxing, I think people can honestly say they content, they're satisfied with the fights that's been announced. What are y'all looking for the second half of the year? Like, what are the fights that y'all want to see?
Let me see if this audio is better.
Undisputed for me is being CHARLO.
So what did it mean to get that belt, train the whole career for
Look, it's a good, again, don't get too high on your wins and don't get too low on your losses. So this is just another step to where I want to be, and this boxing journey is incredible, man. I went to America for 10 weeks. I'm only 28 years old, young, and I'm enjoying myself. It's not the destination, it's the journey and the process that goes through it. And I'm loving every minute of it. I grind hard, I train hard, I do everything correctly. So I'm a true athlete at first, so I'm just enjoying the process.
Tim, the members of the media were saying, and I'm sure the rest of Australia are saying it too, we all noticed a level up. What do you attribute that to? The speed, the power, everything.
Even like the dedication I put in, little things. I never went to bed past 9 p.m. 9 p.m. was my shutout. It was always like that, the dedication I put into this camp, even the media stuff I had to do. Me and the media manager were looking at the little things, like we're just trying to make it go the here and there, and I'm
So TSZYU says he's a constant professional. He's constantly on ball. He goes to sleep on time, eats on time. He's a man who trains hard as fuck. So, he deserves his position. That's his belief. And, that's why he does. That's why he's got a strong belief. And he works really fucking hard, is what he's saying. He's just saying that now Charlo knows there ain't no fucking ifs or buts. He's coming for those belts, and it is what it is. And of course, he knows Charlo's a good fighter. He knows
But
Charlo's a good fighter.
but Rap, this the problem with boxing, man. These guys is not promoting each other enough. Like Charlo said, he's not on my level. You know what I mean? I'm gonna expose him. I think you should do the Andre Ward. You should hype up your opponent. Like he the best thing since sliced bread, so you can get more credit with the victory. These guys tear down their opponent, so they don't get no credit. Like I told you he wasn't shit.
True. You're absolutely right. And I said that before. And I understand why. It's like remember the Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence. Earl Spence had to speak really highly of Mikey Garcia because everybody was saying, "Man, this is an easy fight."
Right.
You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it for your other opponent.
Right. Just like Mayweather and Cotto. Remember, Mayweather was speaking highly of Cotto before they fought. Remember that?
But Cotto is a fucking bad man.
Yeah, but a lot of these guys try to tear each other down. That's fucking it up. You better give them their respect.
I think that was the only opponent that Cotto that Floyd really, really respected.
Yep. Yeah, you can't because like you said, Zab Judah, he a 3-round fighter coming into the fight. He a 3-round fighter. He's nothing. He man, I can handle him easy. But Cotto, he had to build up because of the controversial losses to Pacquiao and Margarito. He only had those two coming in.
Cotto was a big 147-pounder.
Yep. Unstoppable. Body shots. He was the body snatcher, like Mike McCallum. But like you said, man, you gotta big him up, man. Errol Spence bigged up Mikey Garcia because he know that was a fight he should not have took. That was a bad decision fight.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens with TSZYU and Charlo in the near future. You know what I mean? But the next fight is nothing else. But the biggest anticipated fight that's going to be the next fight is David Benavidez versus Kalen Plant.
Yeah,
You
that's
ready
a
for that
great
one?
fight. That's a good one there, Rap.
You ready
Good.
for that?
I ain't never seen no matchup like this. Boxer versus puncher. Woo!
Well, that's the next one, bro. David Benavidez, Kalen Plant. It's on site. When is that? March 25, 25th.
Yeah. Thank you, Al Heyman.
Al Heyman, yeah?
The greatest. Greatest since Don King. Al Heyman is. Yep. Hey, they gave us a great ass fight right here. Cause I ain't never seen nobody like I'm rooting for Benavidez because I love undefeated. So, but I won't be surprised if Plant pull off the upset.
Peep this. To the end of the year, he gave us Frank Martin versus Michelle Rivera. He was going to give us Jamel Charlo and TSZYU, right? But Jamel Charlo got injured. But we got Matias and Ponce. We got this fight coming up. We just had Tony Harrison, TSZYU. We're going to get Javante Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. Come on, it's a good thing to say Al Hamon doing his thing.
Yeah,
And
but
it
why
was good.
Terrence Crawford say that? Terrence Crawford say that he didn't make my fight though.
Yeah, because that's Terrence Crawford fault.
Yep. That's Crawford all day.
You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that Al Heyman has worked with Floyd, has worked with Oscar, has worked with Manny Pacquiao, has worked with Canelo, and let's take out Oscar because he wasn't a fighter, but none of those cash cows had a problem.
He worked with Crawford before too, right?
No.
No. So
This
don't
was
tell
his
me.
first fight.
So,
Oh, okay.
so now all of a sudden, Bud Crawford is funny business. Nah, sorry, Bud Crawford. You wanted that BLK Prime money. That's it. You walked
They,
away,
if
and
they
you were,
give us that fight,
and the thing is, he agreed on all the terms. So I know that his contract was good because he agreed on all the terms.
yeah, we get that fight.
Bud ain't wanted that fight.
Mhm. Protecting that O. And I think that Mikhail Kessler, Carl Froch, that was Carl Froch's first professional loss. They should have gave that to Froch.
Yo, Dola comes here and says Crawford fought PBC fighters at 140.
Right.
Yeah. So what? Why he can't? So why he can't fight? Earl Spence.
He said Al Haymon wasn't giving the good guarantee.
Oh please! All of a sudden, he not giving no good guarantees. All of a
He said
sudden, he ain't
Al
giving
Haymon
good
wasn't
money.
bet on myself. He don't want to provide me no guarantee. What the fuck is he doing?
Al Heyman already work speak for itself. At this point, Al Heyman already orchestrated. Well, he has something to do with the biggest fight in the sport of boxing ever: Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, and he about to make the biggest fight. And he's also making one of the biggest fights ever in Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Not ever, but one of the biggest fights in boxing, or probably the biggest fight in boxing. He made Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Because he's so much of good business that Caleb Plant didn't go to the zone. Canelo Alvarez came over here. That's how good of a business. Manny Pacquiao came to PBC and got his fight with Adrian Broner, got her fight with Keith Thurman, and was about to get a fight with Earl the True Spitz.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I
but
don't want to hear this Bud Crawford bullshit. I don't want to hear that shit. I ain't
yeah,
giving him no.
but it's not our fault. Crawford came out there saying that in this particular fight, they don't want to give me a motherfucking guarantee. They want me a bet on myself. So he's saying that they're telling me that this fight ain't worth 30, 40 million.
Hell no, it ain't.
Well, that's the money that he want.
You're a flat out lie.
He want a guarantee. Al Heyman not giving them a big guarantee.
If you don't get a guarantee, if you're not getting guarantee, if you're not getting a guarantee, then how the commission knows? How they're gonna take your fee from where?
They're saying that must come in the contract when the promoter covers the fee.
So somebody got to give them a guarantee.
Someone got to cover the fee.
Exactly. So somebody got to give them a guarantee because they got to know how much to get paid. Everybody got to do their taxes. The commission needs to take the percentage of what you get paid. So they got to know that you got in the guarantee. So the commission is going to put up a fight not knowing that there's a guarantee money. They're just going to sanction a fight without. It's like, think about it. The commission is the one that sanctioned these fights.
Yeah, but the commission be subjected to the contract until the pay-per-view numbers come out.
No, that's not the way it works. The commission don't. The commission don't get paid when the pay-per-view come out. You think that everybody in boxing, you think that fight that the commission and everybody around boxing and the production company is going to get paid when the pay-per-view numbers come out?
I don't know. Could they not do a contract like that for a particular fight?
Everything is guaranteed. There's a base. There's a base. If it's $5, but something has to be there. There's a base.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Even if they do a guarantee of, let's say, 200,000, and the pay-per-view 600,000 pay-per-views, what you think the sanctioning body's stupid when they know that Crawford earned another fucking 7 million back end?
That's not the commission's that's not the whatever the back end. That has nothing to do with the commission.
Well, then I don't know about commission. What about sanctioning bodies?
That's what I'm saying. Even them.
The sanctioning body must be in the whole purse, not just a quarter of a purse or 10% of a purse.
It's like what? There's belts on the line, so they got to pay 4 sanctioning fees. They got to pay 4 belt fees. So when those belts are on the line, where's that money coming from? How is Bud Crawford going to pay for the belt fee and the sanctioning fee? How is everybody going to get paid? Remember, the commission pays the referee and the judges. If there is no guaranteed in this money, so how are everybody else going to get paid? That's why I'm boxing. That's bullshit. There is no such thing as there is no guarantee. There is a guaranteed purse there. There is a base there. Maybe he doesn't like the guarantee purse. Maybe he's not guaranteeing Bud Crawford how much they're going to sell.
Yeah.
Just think about it. And I have two. All right, go have two fighters, right? And now you present this fight to the belt federation, right? Or we're going to fight. We're going to fight WBA, WBC, whatever. Now we're going to the sanction to the commission. We're going to fight. This is the arena. We're going to fight in. Okay, so all right, what's the fee? We're gonna wait until after the fight because we don't know how much we're gonna get. I don't know how much I'm gonna get paid yet. But not after the fight. We gotta wait after the pay-per-view, the pay-per-view buys. When that shit don't even come in weeks and months.
Yeah.
So all the belt federation, everybody doing shit for free. Get the fuck out of here, man.
They must go off a base mark.
Of course.
Yep.
What about the TV, the network? What are they paying? They pay fighters. The fighter already know how much they're gonna get paid before they even get in the ring. Nobody's fighting for free. So that bullshit about Terrence Bud Crawford guarantee. They acted like, oh, he's going to fight Earl.
Aussie.
Fucking oi, oi, oi.
Yeah.
Where's all these Detroit badasses? Hey?
Tell them.
Where the fuck are these Detroit badasses? Where's these badasses that are knocking my boy Tim out? Hey, where are they? Yeah. They're fucking quiet now, bro. They're fucking quiet now, bro.
I predicted the 9th round stoppage, remember?
Woo!
I predicted it.
Fucking Aussie.
Wow.
What a good fight. But Tony didn't turn up. It wasn't that Tim was good. It was just Tony didn't turn up to fight. That's all it was. Tim had a terrible fight. Tim's terrible. Tim's very one-dimensional, flat-footed, no pop. He's open for punishment.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. Didn't see any of that tonight. Fucking great victory. Does Tim deserve his place at 154 now? Huh?
Tell him.
Huh?
Tell him.
Huh? Does Tim deserve his place at 154?
He deserves it. He's world level.
Listen. I'm the president of the TSZYU fan club, and our club is inclusive. It's not too late to jump on the bandwagon, guys. You're all welcome.
Tell him, man. Look, TSZYU, he's now a world-class fighter.
Facts.
Real Boxing TV is one of the most biased channels. All right, that's all I'm gonna tell you, because people were hating on TSZYU. All that fucking
motherfuckers were hating.
Errol Spence been hating on TSZYU. Shakur Stevenson been hating on TSZYU. All saying that, nah, man, Tony Harrison's gonna show him. What happened? What happened to those Americans?
I don't know, man. I saw a very one-sided fight. Very one-sided. A guy that just stood there and got popped on all night and looked real basic with the jab. Didn't throw combinations. Got caught on the ropes. And I said, Tim's a pressure fighter, man. Tim will be standing in front of you all day. Tim felt his power in that first round and went, rubbish. What's this Detroit power? What's all this Detroit gangster bullshit?
Look at Mirage. Yeah. Even Mirage went with Tony Harrison, the cunt.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. He fucking. Let me play it, y'all. Let me listen to this.
Cunt.
Listen to this. And I'm the one who was telling him. I told him that's not going to happen, you fat cunt. Watch. Listen to this. You're going to be surprised what your own countryman did. Last minute, your own countryman switched.
Whatever the judges, I'm talking about like the genuine score, where if you get Tim didn't look very good in that fight. And I noticed a lot, like he does most of his work, 80% of his work, when his opponent is on the ropes or when his opponent's standing still. If the opponent's moving, Tim doesn't get shots off. He struggles to get shots off. He just follows the opponent around. Now, Harrison's a good boxer. He moves. So to me, that's a bad combination.
So what are you feeling now? You change your mind?
Yeah, I think Tim might get boxed up.
Okay, so you're
like
an Australian.
8 rounds to 4, maybe 8 rounds to 4. Yeah.
So you're an Australian, and you in your own country, this fight's in your own country. You feel that Tony's gonna beat him 8 rounds to 4. You heard that, Carl?
Fucking hell.
He went against him last minute. He sold him out. He sold him out and hung him.
Sold him up the river.
He
went
with the fucking.
Yeah,
with the Americans.
I expected I expected Harrison.
There he is, a sellout.
What are you doing, bro?
Shut the fuck up. Oh, rap.
Mirage.
Yeah, I expected Harrison to box better. He didn't do fucking nothing.
Sellout, Max.
He got fucked up, bro.
You know what the fuck happened to him?
I'm calling the Australian embassy right now to kick your ass out that country.
Kick him out, bro.
I just want to see this Detroit gangster. Where's this Detroit fucking gangster?
It didn't show nothing. It was fucking weak as piss. Weak as piss.
Mirage is a sellout, bro.
Mirage, never back against, unless it's Cambosis, bro. Fuck, he's a real deal, man.
I obviously wanted Tim to win, but doesn't,
That was dominant, mate. That was a dominant display. And say what
Yeah.
you want about fucking Tony. What did I say? I said 2 fights in 4 years, bro. Activity. That motherfucker looked gassed in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
I gave him 1 round. I gave him 1 fucking round.
I gave him the first. I think that's about it.
Yeah. And then Timmy just fucking did Timmy, man.
Yeah, I thought he'd have more lateral movement, but if he's going to stand in front, then he's fucking dead. Obviously, I didn't think he'd do that. I thought he'd had more skill.
But they was talking.
You know
about,
what I thought?
They was talking about that the ring was real small.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, he agreed to it, bro.
You can still work around that. You can work around that with good lateral movement.
He just had no footwork, man. He was just really one-dimensional, just throwing a jab. I didn't see any combinations.
Exactly, exactly. He didn't throw no power punches, so
no.
So how can you keep him? He should have thrown some body shots. He should have throw some body to keep him honest.
Exactly.
Looked like he was intimidated from the start.
No,
basically.
Well, I think he felt his power in that first round, and he went and just walked straight through it. Because that's it. That's how Tim feels out, man. If Tim feels your power and you got a bit of pop, then he'll back off.
Second round he hurt him, didn't he? Second round he hurt Tony Harrison.
I think it was the 3rd where he hit him with like an overhand right and it sent him back to the corner.
Was it a 3rd?
Third, I think it was the 3rd.
Yeah, it was the 3rd. From then I knew which way the fight was going, man. And he was just.
Did you score the fight? Did you score who scored?
I gave him one. I gave him the 1st round, bro. And some people say the 6th. You could go the 6th as a bit of a swing round.
I didn't see Showtime give fucking. I don't know who was saying Showtime didn't even give fucking Harrison a round.
Yeah, right.
What about you, Punch?
I gave the 1st round to Harrison, 2nd TSZYU, 3rd TSZYU, 4th Harrison, 5 TSZYU, a swing round, the 6th round, but that could have gone to TSZYU, but I gave it to Harrison, but that could have gone to TSZYU. TSZYU. Like
I stopped scoring it after the 6th, I think.
Without the swing round, that I only gave Harrison 2 rounds.
Yeah, he was. Tim did his thing, like I said, but this guy was fucking pretty mediocre. Big reputation. I mean, he almost beat CHARLO twice. Well, he beat him once and close 2nd fight.
Yeah, but I think this gives Tim his flowers, mate. This Tim's rightfully the next in line for the shot at CHARLO.
Yeah.
And I like his chances against CHARLO, mate. After that fight, if we get that TSZYU,
yeah, much more than before.
I just want to see the step up in class, like we all did. No one thought that the fight against Kashal was very convincing.
Put it this way, Cole. The fighter's left his dad's shadow today. He left his dad's shadow.
Oh, he's got to win a title. Yeah, but
he still left his father's shadow to say, you know what? He at
my
least is
man.
a good fighter.
Yeah.
He's a real boxer.
Well, he's
He's a
world
real
class.
fighter. He's a
He's
real
world
fighter.
class.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, he's
He's
not on
take-
his dad's name anymore.
Yeah, I was still skeptical. I rewatched his last fight and I wasn't impressed. And that's why I was sort of lacking confidence.
with Tim.
But then you
Yeah,
should have
against
looked at
Porsche.
if you would have looked at instead of you probably looked at Harrison and Charlo,
Yeah.
and you didn't look at Tony Harrison last two fights. If you would have looked at his last two fights,
Yeah.
He looked good, man. His last fight, he looked fucking good.
but that
I
was
heard he
against
looked good in his
Garcia.
last fight as
That was
well.
against Garcia. But if you look at the one before that, the one before that, it was a draw. He didn't look good.
Yep.
He didn't look like a world beater his last two fights.
All I got to say
though, a
is
lot of Americans were backing him though. A lot of Americans were backing Tony.
Yeah, because I think Tony Harrison is a likable guy. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to sell a fight.
Man. He's a good dude. He is a good, and you know what? Australia received him well. They loved him. They loved him. He's a good dude, man.
Like his trash talk is like humorous.
It's not, yeah, exactly. It's funny. It's funny. Yeah, he's a good dude, man. He is a good dude. But I mean, anyone that wants to smack talk Tim, I'm telling you now, just forget it. Just forget it. Because the dude he's stone cold, man.
And then, like, if you look at his like if you look at Tony Harris, like he has his own gym. He trains like kids. He trains women. So that's like what he puts out there. So if people follow him, and then they'll know like, oh, he's just he's a good guy, but he know how to trash talk. But if you look at his page and Instagram and social, he's just with kids and with,
man, he's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that. Look. I don't blame. All Americans should be backing him. But what I mean is, they weren't giving Tim the credit, and that's why I was feeling like Tim deserved the credit because, you know, Tim's been showing that he's there for a reason.
Yeah, but you got to remember his first time fighting in America. That American is gonna get to know him. He didn't look great, so in people's minds, even in mine, I'm still looking at Tim Zhu like a domestic fighter until he really beats like a Tony Harrison. Now it's like, okay, he's a world-class fighter.
Yeah, he didn't really earn it. He didn't earn it really yet until
he came back from
today.
adversity in the last fight and did really well.
Yeah, but he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt. That was a flash knockdown, and he came back and did his thing and won that fight convincingly. Didn't knock him out, but man, this is what I'm saying to people. Like, the dude's knocked out Jeff Horn. He's knocked out Dennis Hogan. He's knocked out Stevie Sparks. Like, you know, and you can say what you want about these people, mate, but he's done all his fighting he's done in Australia. So he's built his fan base up here in Australia. And I tell you what, mate, he is now the biggest fucking name in sport in Australia.
Yep.
And his fan base he had 10 times the following of Cambosis. Not many people like Cambosis.
Yeah.
But Tim is just a humble, quiet dude, and Australia received him beautifully.
He's
mate.
like
and
a star. He's like a star.
Fucking oath he is, rap.
Well, I'm looking at news.com.au.
They would have jumped him. They would have jumped Mirage out there if he was out there.
Yeah,
news.com.au. That's like a news site.
Yeah.
And the leading story is Stone Cold Killer. Tim Zhu obliterates American rival. That's the main headline on the news site.
But they sold this fight well, Mirage. I don't know if you saw much of it, but I saw heaps of advertising for it on the footy. Like, I'm a big league follower.
Yeah, I don't watch much free to wear these days.
Yeah, well, I was just watching them, and you know what, man? There's No Limit, really, because No Limit, the guys that own No Limit Promotions, they're both former rugby league players, so they've pretty much got a free foot in the door with rugby league. So they promoted this fight beautifully on all the football the last 2 weeks. And
it was a sellout, big crowd,
Yeah, it was massive. Yeah, it was
huge
a sellout.
crowd.
And I think the pay-per-view did well, man. The pubs and clubs up here where I am were fucking chockers with people to watch this fight on a Sunday.
It was $60.
Afternoon.
Wasn't it $60?
$60, yeah. Worth every fucking cent. Worth every fucking cent.
Hey, what did you think about that? The co-main event, Azuku. What's his name? He looks very impressive.
4 fights, man. He's a fucking killer.
He already looks world class. Yeah,
he does. Well, he's a former Olympian. Paulo Sweet Pea's his nickname. That's his Sweet Pea. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's good, man. He's the goods. He's a really good boxer, isn't he? Good light heavyweight.
he's got power, combinations, just talent.
And fucking Nikita, did you see Nikita's fight against Bo Belbel?
You see, the problem is, though, I'll be honest with you, Tim Tszyu going to America to beat CHARLO is going to be a tough task.
Yeah, but he's laser focused, rap. Like,
I know, I'm not
there's one-
saying that he don't believe in it, but it's going to be tough for him to go to America and beat.
I don't think so, Nick.
CHARLO.
I think this has really let him know in himself that he deserves to be on a world stage, because the fucking dude does, man.
Yep.
He made Tony Harrison look very fucking sea level tonight. Very fucking sea level. And I knew this was going to be a good matchup, because Tim is the type of fighter that he's a pressure fighter. He'll get hit. That's a part of his makeup. People say he's got bad defense. No. Tim takes punishment. That's what he does. But he doesn't get fucking hurt, man. And the dude has got a long-range fuel tank, mate. That cunt can go 20 rounds.
Yeah,
The
but CHARLO
motherfucker-
can really punch, man. CHARLO can really punch. Like, how much can he take? He can't take too many.
Well,
It's fun. I'm like reading all the Tony Harrison tweets. It's funny that you need to get knocked the fuck out for people to really like respect you, like in general. Like, just look at all the love he's getting. He just got knocked the fuck out, bro. It's just like Deontay Wilder, right? Like,
Yeah, but he's a
now
good
he
dude.
got hard. Now he got hard. That he got fucking pummeled by Tyson Fury. But before that, he ain't had no heart. Like, I think fans like to see a fighter get humbled and then be like, yeah, I lost. Like, I that's how they was clapping for him. Like, yeah.
He's a good dude, man. I'm just hope he's okay. He's a fucking good dude.
Nah, he
But-
got hurt. That's the type of beating that he need to go to Ohio to the best brain hospital.
Yeah.
He need to go check himself.
Yeah, man. He took some punishment in that ninth.
Yeah, man. I think
And
that
he
was like
just had
that
no
was like
guard.
15. That was like 15 unanswered power punches. Like, he was cocking the right hand.
But you
And
know
then
what
the
I saw?
uppercuts?
Yeah, man. That's what I'm just about to say, Punch. That's where Tim showed his father's skill. Those uppercuts, man. Because Tim's not been big on his uppercuts, but tonight, man, he used it beautifully. In the clinch, he used it. Out wide, he used it. And then he finished him with it. He finished him with the uppercuts. Like,
Clinical. He's clinical like his dad, right?
yeah, it was a beautiful display, man. A beautiful display.
Costco was a clinical assassin.
I'm glad he got given his opportunities. I'm glad Tony took the fight. And it just goes to show what type of guy Tim is, man. Tim could have sat around and waited for Jamel.
Yep.
But he said, fuck this. I want to fight, and I want the next best in line. So give me Tony Harrison.
Yep, that's
Risky. It was risky.
Well, and shout out
That's
to the
character.
PBC for making it too. The PBC made this fight. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
That's why in this community so much people be talking so much shit about PBC, but then they stay shut. Look all these fights that we have.
Punch, where are all these motherfuckers in the chat? Like all these fucking Tim haters. They're all where they vaporized. These cunts.
Did he have
Where they
haters
gone?
though? Did he have haters?
Oh, they're just people saying that he is just one-dimensional and fucking, open for punishment, and Tony was going to hurt him. And
All right.
he took Tony's best, man, and kept walking forward. And I think that's what worried Tony. I think the shot that the chop and overhand right that he hit him with and sent him back to the corner, I think that stunned him, and I think that's when Tony realised that he was in a fight. Man, this dude's got
Tszyu looks strong.
75%. He's got 75% knockout ratio, bro. Like, and people say he's feather fisted.
What was the gate? Y'all know? Anybody?
21,000.
That was great.
Yeah, that's huge.
great.
21,000.
No, he had power. I know he had power, but maybe he seems to be getting more powerful as the fight, like the more he fights, like he's developing his power as he gets more experienced. I think.
You know what I think it is, Mirage, and this is what I want to see from Benavidez is the step up in competition. He steps up to that level.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And if Benavidez does that, man, it's an early night for fucking Plant.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. If he doesn't step up, I'll call him out. I'm not going to make fucking excuses. He's got to fucking do the job.
But mate, Tim just fucking set himself on the world platform tonight, and fucking
Yeah.
shout out to him, man. I was riding him hard. He was the one Australian fighter that I rode with because number one, he's fucking toughness. I know how tough the dude is. I know he's got a massive tank. Like, he can go 12 rounds easy, man, and he can take punishment. I've never seen him hurt. Gashao dropped him, but he got up and fucking finished that fight strong. He got dropped in the first fucking round, man.
I saw that the other night. Yeah,
I
he
thought,
stunned him for
oh,
a second.
no.
He stunned him. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was more pissed off with himself that that he left himself open. But man, I just fucking kudos to Tim, man. I'm glad I rode heavy with him. I didn't doubt him with this fight, and now it makes me think even more about him beating Jamel Charlo, because I think he's got a better chance as anyone.
Oh, for sure. Like
the momentum is better. The momentum.
Oh,
Now is even a better fight.
Exactly right, and this is going to make more people go. This is going to be a good fight, not a one-sided beat.
No. Now it's legit.
Now it's really Australia versus America.
Because I was thinking he was in over his head.
Got a chance now.
Against Charlo originally.
And I wish, and to be honest, I wish the fight is over there.
Yeah,
I love to see the support when boxing, when they support. You know what I'm saying? And they cheering, and you can see the fans. They all in the fight. They all in the event. Over here, man, we had the Jamel Charlo and Brian Castañón disputed, and it wasn't even 7,000 people, bro. Nah, I'd rather see people support boxing.
That's an undisputed fight.
So why was it so small? I thought Charlo's sort of pretty popular over there. Or is it not?
To be
Obviously,
honest, I don't get it. Like, I can understand if you were a boring fighter, but even the first fight was entertaining. Like, he promotes the fight, he know how to talk, and then he fights exciting, and people don't want to cut. I'm like, the support out here is trash. That's why.
The location was a bad location, like the city they chose, or
nah, that was the last fight was in California, and then the first fight was in Texas.
Well, if they do have the fight here, man, I hope they put it in a fucking stadium.
It'll fill out. It'll fill out any stadium in Australia.
And if it's an undisputed title, man, I'll tell you now, Charlo will have fucking chills up his spine as he gets booed walking out there, bro, because he's just going to hear this. Like, I don't know if you heard the boos when Tony walked out, but
do you reckon they could drag Charlo over here, like for the right amount of money, or what?
Oh hell yeah,
mate! I know.
It's almost as
PBC will be all over this like white on rice, bro, because they'll do good out of this fight. They will do really good, man. And I know the pay-per-view will be strong in Australia. So I know for a fact it did well, man. Because like I was saying, pubs and clubs paying $700 to put the fight on. And, man, the pubs were chockers. They were fucking chock-a-block.
Oh, yeah.
That's why people get the misconception of Heyman. Remember, Heyman is the advisor and manager. He's going to advise you so you could go whoever to go make more money. That's why he send the Jacobs and Mikey Garcia. Go to the zone. Get that money. They're giving out free money. Get that $7 million. Go. Look what Stephen Fulton. Yeah, send him to Japan. Go make your money.
Yep. Then, Tony to Australia. And I think by them doing these deals in other countries, I think they're starting to realise that Australia is a bit of an untapped resource, mate.
It's an open. It's like an open market, and now TSZYU got it.
Top Rank did a terrible job with Devon and Cambosis. A terrible job promoting that fight over here. We didn't hear about it, Punch. We did not hear anything. There was no promotion. There was no advertisements. There was nothing popping up in any feeds talking about the fight. Where this fight with Tim,
it still had a huge crowd though.
Yeah, 40,000. The top tier of that stadium was empty. So that where I know for a fact Tim will have it packed to the rafters, mate.
And Cambosis,
and they fucking Haney put them people to sleep, bro.
And Cambosis is nowhere near as popular. A lot of people
were rocking with Haney, the crowd would have been nearly 50-50 because a lot of people didn't like George. A lot of people wanted to see him get knocked out.
Yeah, George walked. Put on that suit. The fancy suit, and try and act like a mafia
don.
Yeah, like a don. We don't like that shit.
No, I didn't like. And the smack talk was terrible with Devon. I liked it a bit better.
Tim's working class.
Was better.
Tim's working class, isn't he, Carl? Sort of.
Yeah, he is, mate. He is. And he's just like he's self-made. His old man's never trained him. His old man's never been in his corner. His old man was at his first fight, and Tim said, "Fuck that, Dad. I don't want you there. You yell at me too much. Distracts me." So his old man's only ever been to his pro debut, and that's it. Never been to another one of his fights because his son said he doesn't want him there. And he doesn't, he's got the name, he's got the TSZYU name, but he wants to make his own future, man. And I think this dude's starting to do it now. And this win here, mate, I think it puts people on notice at 154 that, hey, there's a real motherfucker that can fucking throw him and take him. And he's got power.
And I think he stepped out of he stepped out of his father's shadow with this one.
Yeah, facts, Punch. I'm just so happy for the kid, mate. Like I rock with him. He's such a humble dude out of the ring. He does nothing but sign autographs everywhere he goes. He's mobbed by kids.
I like the post fight. I like the post fight. Say my fucking name. Say my motherfucking. He used to say my fucking name, and the whole crowd said TSZYU.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this next fight, I hope the PBC, if they're smart, they'll bring it to Australia because I'm telling you now, it'll sell out a massive stadium.
Yeah, they should.
Like I'm talking Horn Pacquiao fucking numbers, like 52,000, easy.
Like
It'll be a good game.
If they're not gonna do it in Houston, in his real in Jamel Charlo's hometown, then do it in Australia.
Yep. Could they get 50,000?
I don't think. I don't know. I don't think that people. I don't think people support them.
Yeah.
I don't think people
Personally, I don't think Charlo would want to go to Australia with those belts.
No, I don't think so either. And he's
I think he would never want to do that.
If they pay him enough, he will.
If they pay him enough, he won't want to do
Money
it.
talks.
And see, this is where the
Charlo's
government
got it in him
This
to
is
go
where
out
our
of
government
America.
steps in. This is where our government steps in and goes, "Oh, here's 20 million.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen here in our city."
Yeah.
And don't be surprised, man. And the PBC aren't stupid. They love that shit called cash.
Yeah, it's possible.
But in saying that, if it was my choice and I'm defending all my fucking belts, I'm saying where the fight is. And I would not fight in Australia because he'd only have 3 fans and they'd be his corner. The rest of them are going to be riding Tim. But I want to see. I think the sky's the limit for this kid, mate. I really do. People say he's got flaws, and yeah, but I mean, name a boxer that comes forward that doesn't get hit. Name one. You know, like that's just the style of fighter he is. He's a pressure fighter, man.
I still want to see how he looks against like an actual quality boxer. Like, can he? What can he do to counter that? Like, if he can cut off the ring and break him down.
I think Tony's one of the best boxers in 154.
He's a good boxer, but like I think the thing is he's not in his prime. So
He's only 32. He's only 32, man.
Yeah, but did he look like a fighter in his prime tonight? Like, I know Tim sort of made him look, worse.
Tim just drowned him, mate. I think Tim drowned him. I don't think he gave him the opportunity because he didn't let any combinations go. All I saw was a double jab. He never let his right hand go. Never let his right hand go.
But why didn't he let him go? Is just, when a fighter gets shot, they struggle to let the trigger go with the big shots. That could be also a factor.
I think he felt his power, mate, and he is a bit chinny. Every defeat he's had's by knockout, and it's late. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Tim's ready, and I'm riding with him. And
he's definitely ready for Charlo now.
I'm
definitely
taking
ready.
all bets. Yeah,
and Charlo's far from untouchable. He's far from untouchable.
Of course he is. It depends which version of Charlo you get, bro. Charlo's proven he's fucking beatable. The first Castano fight, man.
Yeah.
That's questionable. I don't know. I don't know. I see weaknesses. Everyone's got weaknesses in their game. Everyone.
Yeah.
It's just whether you're able to, seize those opportunities and a guy like Charlo is a similar fighter to Harrison, and I think that's tailor made for Tim. I think that's tailor made for Tim. Someone that comes forward and wants to trade. And when Tim, I think it was like the 7th round, Tim got in close and got in the clinch and started really working him. And I think that's where he took all the fucking gas out of him for that 45 seconds where he just got in close and they were just.
He looked super strong, just physically. Like it made Harris look like weak as fuck. So, but a lot of those obviously because Tim looked so strong. But I was surprised just how strong, imposing. Just physically he looked. In the ring.
And you know what? I love all the shit I was getting. I was talking on panels before the fight. They were saying, about this home cooking in Australia, where we saw Devin Haney beat Kambosos twice, and we just saw TSZYU knock out Harrison and take it out of the fucking judges' fucking play.
Yeah, they were going on about Kambosos getting owned twice. Yeah.
Yeah, but they were saying that even in the Kambosos fight, they were saying that Devin was going to get robbed. And now old mate in the chat here, Tef Music, he's saying if he goes to Australia, he won't get a fair shake. Fucking bullshit. Tony, did you see the cards, man? Tim was up by 2 points on 2 cards. I had Tim winning more than two rounds up.
No, what really? Were they the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
see. Our judges are dodgy, but I'm surprised they were dodgy in that the other way.
It all stems from the Horn Pacquiao. Everyone thinks fucking Pacquiao was robbed, mate, but I think that was a close fight, and Jeff fought fucking dirty and got the decision. I'm not angry at close fights. That was a close fight, man. That wasn't a robbery. That wasn't a one-sided.
Yeah, that was it. No, but just in general, like a lot of domestic fights I've seen over the years, like some dodgy shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Pac-Man and fucking Horn wasn't a fucking robbery. Like, go back and rescore the fight. Go back and rescore.
No, I remember it was close.
Fight.
That was
of course
close.
It was. And Jeff fought dirty, mate. And like an old pro, he got, he was headbutting, he was using his elbows, and he was getting away with it. So why not? If you get away with it, it's like spitting your mouthpiece out to get a bit extra time. That's what pros do.
That's fine.
Yeah. But anyway, look, I've got to get going because there's so many more channels I've got to go and hang.
Hey, me too, guys. Me too. But listen, guys. Look, let's see what's the future for TSZYU versus Jamel CHARLO. Can he be an undisputed champion? Yes or no? We'll see.
Sun is shining.
But we'll catch you. You catch it on the next live. I'll catch you on the next live.
No worries. Have fun, Carl. Live it up, huh? Spread the word.
All right, mate. Listen, Mirage did sell out, but now he's back to a TSZYU fan. He's back with his country people now.
Hey, I need to be convinced. It takes a little bit of convincing, but once I get convinced, then it's all good.
So now, where do you rate him in your favorite fighters?
So he's getting up there. Is
he close to David Benavidez?
I wouldn't go that far, but you never know.
All right, well, you be good.
All right.
All right.
Later,
hey,
man,
ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you guys on the next live. TSZYU did his thing. The Australian beat the American. And now TSZYU is getting ready versus the undisputed champion, Jamel CHARLO. On that note, I'm out of here. I'm going to leave you in Bird. Tracy.
Right, what's going on here, Donny's on the next? Barry's actually going to propose to Sandra. Sandra has been giving Barry mad head lately, and he's witch, yeah? He's doing this behind the back of the boys because they know, yeah, they would have cussed him out for proposing to Sandra. Tracy had one job to do, and that was to record it. But she's all over the bloody place. Barry's clocked that she didn't get the footage, so he's going to propose to Sandra again. Oh, for fuck's sake, Tracy! What's going on?